graphics don't matter as much as you think. We are in another episode in unpopular game dev opinions. So in this episode, we're gonna talk about graphics. And yes, because of the new updates in Unreal and because of the advancement in the indie development, and now indie studios can really show very great graphics in trailers and even in their whole mini game, graphics does not actually matter anymore. What matters in the graphics right now is very different, and that's what makes Clear Obscure or Elden Ring very interesting visually, and other games, yet they have the same quality of graphics, look way better. The reason is art or visual direction. This is something that gets really missed out of unexperienced teams or really small indie devs, which is having a visual director, someone who directs the visual, even direct the lighting, direct stuff that are really important to make the scene actually interesting. And with great visual direction, what comes in place? A great narrative. For example, imagine if Elden Ring was in New York with the same graphics quality and with no art, a smart art director. It would not look as interesting. It looks interesting because the world building was done by the help of George R. Martin, the one who wrote Game of Thrones. He is very intelligent. He definitely understands how to make fantasy worlds, so that's why the game looked that interesting. So when having a visual director and a very great narrative, which comes with it a very great world building, your visuals will look way more ahead than any other people in the industry. So these 2 points really shows a difference. The other thing, this comes only for bigger teams. We're not talking with indies right here. We're talking about the small stuff. These are stuff that really affects production, and we should learn from cinema, which really affects how the game looks. The first one is how immersive it is. The game have different values, not visually only, but there is audio also. We have motion tracking for acting too. So this is especially for cinematics or very intense gameplay moments that have a lot of emotions in it, especially for story games. You need to sync everything up. You need to sync the audio guy who is VOing or making the story. He needs to see the visuals to get into the vibe or to get really hyped up and synchronized with the other visuals. So this is an important thing. The same with the motion tracking guy and the other people. And this is the reason that in the filming HBO, when they filmed House of the Dragon, they used these big off screens to show the VFX, not just to get past the merging VFX session, which takes a lot of time in production, but also to the actors to see actually the dragons and know when actually to interact their body, when to they shake their hands to say something. So everything is very synchronized, like it is real, and this is something that is really important. We should learn from HBO when they produced House of the Dragon and how to make things more immersive, the lightning, everything else. Everything should look very in place. And again, this is for bigger teams. We're not talking for indies. You indies can go and do something one of these points and you will get a lot of credit. Of course, we cannot judge big companies with thousands of employees with indies. Indies get credits for making such small details because these are, again, we're talking about HBO and stuff like that. We're talking about very high level. So if you go as an indie, I think lightning is the best thing that you can do that does not take a lot of effort to learn. As direction, it's very hard still, but if you learn how to direct your light very in a very good way, you could go with and enhance the visuals by 200% of time. And this is something where you can test either in 2D or 3D because of Unity supports right now the 2D lights and stuff and other engines too. So I would advise you go and try to learn as much about light direction as possible. It really can change a lot in the visual direction of your game. Also try one of your team, if you're an indie or if you're on yourself, try to learn visual direction. Even if you have not a very amazing art, if you know how to direct your art, you can direct the UI, the music, everything else really in a promising way with your visuals. So this would help a lot to enhance the visual in your games. And again, graphics does not only it's now overrated. People are looking for great world building, narrative design, and great visual direction rather than just, oh, this rock is 8K textured, or oh, see the shadows in this one. Definitely they had a real hard time to do it. We most of us now in Unreal use either Nanite and Lumen, or even the old tools in Unity could handle that, most of it without a really complex work, especially for medium to small games. So now we want to focus on stuff that are really important, that really change the experience in the player from a game to another. If you like this video, share your thoughts, drop us a comment, like and subscribe. I hope you like this, so definitely go Wishlist Eggventure on Steam. Thanks for watching. I read all the comments, try to drop one if you have any thought, and see you in the next episode.